Hello everybody and welcome to #Mad Hour. Tonight we are guests at the Four Pillars Gin Distillery in Healesville for an hour of fun and cocktails in support of the amazing work of the MAD Foundation. I've been associated with the MAD Foundation for many years and just love being a part of the annual fundraising ball. The all-volunteer team at MAD works so hard to raise funds to improve the lives of disabled and disadvantaged children and young people. And they do this by funding the life-changing support equipment and services these families could otherwise not afford. At MAD, it's all about inspiring people to give their support, connecting together those that can help and making a difference to the lives of those in real need. Over the past 20 years, MAD has helped over 300 families, referred through a trusted network of specialists, including those at the Royal Children's Hospital, Melbourne. MAD is staffed entirely by volunteers, so administration costs are an incredibly low 1% of funds raised to maximise the funding that is available for beneficiaries. To achieve all of this, MAD relies heavily on the goodwill and contribution of a network of volunteers, sponsors, ambassadors and supporters. We are so happy to have you join us here today to be part of this special 20th anniversary event. And if you haven't yet bought a bottle of the very special Four Pillars MAD Foundation gin, or you'd like to make a donation to MAD, follow the links at the bottom of the screen to the MAD website. I'll now hand over to Jason Richardson, who will host tonight's event and maybe even share a couple of tips for tomorrow's big race, the Melbourne Cup. So have your Four Pillars MAD Foundation gin at the ready and settle in and enjoy.
Welcome to the Mad Hour. My name's Jason Richardson. My closest mates in the world started the MAD Foundation 20 years ago because they wanted to contribute back to society, and they picked the families of young, underprivileged and disabled children, direct support to them. Each and every Melbourne Cup Eve, they have the MAD Ball. We've been doing it for 20 years and raised over $2 million. It is an institution. We have stacks of fun. Unfortunately, due to the COVID period, we can't do that this year. But our great mates at Four Pillars Gin said, we'll help you out. And here we are at Four Pillars. We're going to meet Cam, who's going to make us a MAD mule. We're going to have a stack of fun and raise money for the MAD Foundation. Let's go in.
Boom.
Mate.
Busy making gin. Let's have a chat outside.
Beautiful. Mate.
Here we are.
It's a bit busier in there, so we've come out here. Cam McKenzie from Four Pillars Gin, unbelievable supporters of the MAD Foundation. And Cam, great to see you. What's with the kilt, my friend?
Great, Richo. Thank you very much. Look, 2020's been an unusual year and I haven't been able to break it out as often as I would have liked. So I would normally have worn this to the MAD Ball, so I'm wearing it today for Mad Hour.
Well, this is, of course, Melbourne Cup Eve. So I'm dressed as though I'm going to the Cup. You're dressed as though you're going to the Cup.
Scottish Cup.
The Scottish Cup. Hey, mate, why the MAD Foundation? Why did you support the boys?
Look, I've known the guys from MAD Foundation for 20 odd years. I went to the inaugural MAD Ball 20 years ago, and working in the booze industry for many years, we've always tried to do our bit and support. When we heard the ball couldn't go ahead this year, we just thought that's ridiculous. Surely we can do something. So we've stepped in, made a brilliant batch of gin, gin with benefits, with $50 a bottle going to MAD Foundation this year. And it's unreal. We can't wait.
Now, I've made my way here and I love it out here. What are we going to do today for the MAD Hour? You're going to teach me about gin, because I need to learn about gin, but you need to teach me how to make a good G&T or a MAD mule. What are we doing?
We're going to cover a bit of ground today. So we're going to go upstairs, we're going to load up a still and make a batch of gin with benefits in our little pilot still, Coral. Lizzie upstairs, one of our best bartenders, is going to take you through a couple of drinks. You're going to be shaking a cocktail. We're going to make a MAD mule. We're going to cover a lot of ground. It's going to be brilliant.
And then I'm going to give you some Melbourne Cup tips a little later on as well. Gin with benefits, we love that. There's my little benefit. Ooh, a little rub of the leg. COVID free, let's go.
It's a family show, come on.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited that this has arrived in the mail. Yeah, it's one of my favourite gins in the world, Four Pillars Gin, Melbourne owned, proud of it. It's a ripping gin. It's fantastic. But no, shelve that for a minute, because it's what Four Pillars are doing in conjunction with the MAD Foundation. A fantastic initiative where $50 from each bottle sold goes to children that are disabled and disadvantaged. And we know that right now, we all might think we're going through a bit of pain and suffering, but you know what? Just think a little bit, and that's what we need to do right now. Think a little bit that there's others doing it a lot more tougher than us. So get amongst it, buy one of these incredible bottles of gin, enjoy it, and know that $50 goes to MAD Foundation, and that for me is awesome. Well done to Four Pillars, well done to the MAD Foundation. See you later, guys.
Hi, Chris and Sean here from the Make a Difference Foundation. Many years ago, when Sean was in the Royal Children's Hospital, we were advised to get a piece of equipment to help with Sean's welfare and pain management. It's called a MotoMed, and this is it right here. We were unable to afford that piece of equipment. It was $10,000. But thanks to the Make a Difference Foundation, we were able to secure the purchase of it through their generosity. This year, of course, the ball has been cancelled due to the COVID outbreak, which is, of course, very upsetting for us. However, you can still support us through the links below, where you can make a tax-deductible donation or purchase a bottle of gin through our great supporters at the Four Pillars Gin Distillery there in Hillsville. I thank you for your support, and we look forward to seeing you hopefully next year at the ball. Thank you.
It's so great to see you, Chris and Sean. We always love hearing from you. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Next, we are heading back to the Four Pillars Distillery to hear more about gin making from Cam McKenzie. Take it away, Richo and Cam.
So MAD Foundation and Four Pillars come together, and Cam, you've developed Four Pillars of the Community. What was your inspiration here?
So look, Four Pillars of the Community, it's something we've done for many years at Four Pillars, and this year MAD Foundation is the main beneficiary of that, $50 a bottle of this gin. To make the gin, though, we kind of thought, look, we're heading into the warmer months, hopefully. Let's make a gin that's going to be great and nice cold drinks, gin and tonic, a Mad Mule, which we're going to make later on. So we start to piece together all of these different botanicals. This one here, I want to start with this.
Oregano?
Incorrect. Here we go. This is juniper.
Yeah.
This is the backbone of all gin. If you don't have this, you're not gin, you're just weird flavoured vodka. Right. So you have to have this. Juniper berries, these are from Macedonia. Every gin has a huge backbone of juniper. Hendrick's, Beefeater, Gordon's, all of the gins of the world.
Never heard of them.
This is a wild grown crop. It's not a cultivated crop anywhere in the world. So all of those massive gin brands all use juniper that's wild grown. All of these little berries add a really lovely sort of pine forest, pine needle character. So Richo, we're going to make some gin. I'm going to need you to put that in the still.
So Coral, so we've come upstairs to the mezzanine. Lizzie here. Lizzie runs an unbelievable show. We're going to go and make some, she's going to teach me how to make gin and to create a cocktail. But first I need to make, oh, okay. Now, hey, is this something I prepared a little earlier?
Something we prepared a little earlier, of course. So this is our base spirit made from Australian wheat, and it's basically like a high-proof vodka. And it's very hot because we've been warming it up, so it's pretty heady. And I've soaked most of our juniper in there ahead of time to try and get some of that extraction out. So you're going to tip the balance in.
Right now, Beck Madden's really annoyed that I got this gig and she just did the voiceover at the start. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful work.
Beautiful.
Some of that actually went in the still.
Seriously?
Excellent work.
That takes your breath away. Okay.
It's pretty heady, pretty alcoholic. We'll go to the next one.
Yes.
Coriander seed. This is grown in South Australia. The second most used botanical in gin globally is coriander. And when you smell it, you'll smell that. It's kind of wheaty. Yeah. But if you grab a handful and really crunch it up and smell it, it's actually really citrusy and lemony.
Okay.
So 200 years ago, this was their form of citrus.
How did you come up with this idea, though? Like, do you just follow basics and then add some special stuff?
Yeah, loads of trial and error. And this still, Coral, is our pilot still. You know, Christian Carl have been making stills in Germany for 150 years.
Can I?
Please put it in. Yes.
Coral? Take that, Coral.
These stills are about purity and concentration of flavour. And this is one of the best stills in the country. It's only 70 litres. but it'll make 40 bottles of gin as good as our production stills. It's a brilliant little still.
It looks fantastic.
Only one of its kind in Australia.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
so what's our next ingredient?
Now we're going to keep going along a little bit more of a citrus road. Have a smell. What do you think?
Lemon myrtle.
Lemon myrtle. He's 1 for 9.
Beautiful.
I'm hoping you're tipping us races, our horses, better than you're tipping these.
We're looking for an omen tip in the Melbourne Cup, so we've got a bit of lemon myrtle here.
So this is a native Australian. This is the botanical that'll end up putting Australian gin on the map. Hopefully that's 4 Pillars, but it'll be... Someone like a Tanqueray will use this as one of their botanicals. It's the most concentrated form of citral in the world.
Okay.
So 6 times higher in that lemony character than a lemon. It's really beautiful and it's native Australian.
That is awesome.
So that can go in.
Once I added into Coral, who is very elegant. Favourite for the Melbourne Cup. Oh, look at that. So do we stir?
When that boils, it's going to agitate and it's going to mix beautifully.
So have a look at it, just check it out. So at the moment, it just sort of sits in there at the moment. But then things are about to get serious.
Things will get serious shortly.
Okay, rightio.
Now another native Australian botanical, so if we want to start to add a bit of warmth to this gin, this is the leaf of the Tasmanian pepperberry. Now, you're a Tasmanian, aren't you?
I am. You know what? Before COVID, I didn't tell anyone that. But now that I'm not really wanting to be a proud Melburnian, I'm a Tasmanian.
You and Ricky Ponting.
That's
there
right.
We are. So this is amazing. It kind of smells a bit like pesto, green tea, white pepper. And this is the leaf of the pepperberry. So if you go down to Cradle Mountain, every second tree is pepperberry.
So do I find this in most of your collections, or?
We use this and lemon myrtle in pretty much all of our gins.
Right, okay.
It's a really unique, interesting Australian take on gin.
And you've just given me a slither. Is that because, are we doing the exact quantities and stuff?
This is the exact quantity for this still.
Yeah.
And that is the most powerful botanical we use outside juniper.
Okay.
Even in our big stills, we use about 200 grams in 2,000 litres. It's very, very strong, very, very powerful.
Sinking.
And a beautiful native Australian.
Okay, now we're
going to bypass this one for a second and we're going to go here.
Okay. Now we're a berry.
Wow.
Hey. That's why they pay me the big bucks. That's a it's a interesting berry. What is that?
Now these are magnificent pink peppercorns from Morocco, believe it or not. Really beautiful, lovely light spice, warmth again without huge heat to it, but really powerful, really strong.
A bit like everyone at the Mad Ball.
Absolutely.
Normally hot, spicy. Needed to add them in. Geez, we've had some big nights at the Mad Ball over the years. 20 years.
20 years.
It's tragic that we can't do it again, but we will be back. It takes your breath away. It's when you're in there.
It's very heady, isn't it?
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we've got peppercorns in there. You give it a little bit of spice. Now I think we need to balance those flavours.
Well, I want to go one step further.
Okay.
I want to take it up a notch. One more tiny bit of spice, and these are amazing. These are a West African spice called Grains of Paradise.
Where did you find them?
You see, a lot of chefs use them and cook with them. And you do a lot of research distilling on looking for unusual spices. But it doesn't have a huge aroma to it. But if you chew one or two of these, just put a couple in and just chew them.
Hang on.
No, it's not a stitch up. Might be stitch up. You'll find they just get warmer the longer you chew them. Not in a chilly heat way, but more just in a pepper heat. They're terrific.
Are they really?
They're really good.
Are they
You're gonna
really
love
that
them,
good?
Please. Just a couple of those.
Oh,
They're
you
quite
idiot.
good. I did this thing with my kids when they'd misbehave. I gave them a choice of Szechuan pepper or Grains of Paradise they had to chew for 5 minutes. Very well behaved kids now.
God.
They're good, aren't they? And you don't need a lot. They're very, very strong.
So the birds of paradise go into them.
Grains of Paradise.
Whatever they're called.
So when we go to make a Mad Mule later on,
Okay.
that's really going to, with the ginger ale, lift and be quite
Now,
beautiful.
your inspiration, we had the rare dry gin, which is just the best.
Thank you. I think so.
Is the best.
Yep.
Hands down the best. So am I in this ballpark, or have we added some things in there that aren't in that, and now where we more
Yeah, it's a bit of a cross for us between rare dry gin and spiced Negroni gin. So you've got some really lovely citrus lift, and then you've got this great warming spice to it as well. These last two are kind of interesting. This is a mix of lavender and angelica. So lavender is going to be used to kind of help lift all of our botanicals out of the glass. It's a bit like grabbing a handful of confetti, throwing it in the air. The hand is lavender.
Yeah.
The confetti is all that other stuff we've been adding. And then angelica is going to try and hold everything in solution. It's never going to go off. There's too much alcohol. But it can get dull over time and turn into sort of more like vodka. So angelica helps hold all those fresh oils and aromas and aromatics.
That's what I love about it. How much time, creation, all in this bottle. I mean, I love the packaging is beautiful.
It's come up well, hasn't it?
Your bottles are superb as well. Everyone keeps them as like water bottles when you...
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they are brilliant. So the MAD Foundation is stoked to have that. 20 years of the MAD Foundation. What I love about the MAD Foundation and what they've done with the MAD Ball is the great stories we hear from the beneficiaries, those families that get direct support. I mean, because we know there's a lot of great charities out there and you know to support some great charities, but actually one that is direct support to families. So, you know, a child's going through a tough time, maybe physically disabled. You know, I use this as an example a lot, building ramps, something really tangible for the family to help their journey.
And they're 100% volunteers. You know, these guys are doing it on a shoestring. In 20 years, they've helped over 300 families in need. Right. It's a phenomenal effort, and we need to keep that going. So if you haven't got a bottle of gin with benefits, get on the website now at Four Pillars and get a bottle or two. If you're a corporate and you want some corporate gifts this year, grab a dozen of these and give them out. It's a great cause.
$50 per bottle. So the Four Pillars of the community, the MAD locate, it's fantastic. So that's there. Go on the website, Four Pillars. Now, you've taught me how... So let's a final look at coral.
Have a quick look inside.
Get in there. Have a look at coral. Okay, so we're all sitting there at the moment, and then what do we now do?
So that's the last of the botanicals that's going to go into the still.
Right.
And then I'm going to seal that door up.
Yep.
So we're making gin now. We're finally boiling away. You can see inside this is agitating and bubbling away. It's only about 85 degrees. Not super hot. Alcohol boils much lower than water.
Right, okay.
But all of that vapour that's coming off is grabbing all those essential oils, aromas, flavours that we're finding in the gin. So if we move down here, all this vapour is now moving up through the swan's neck. It's moving through the citrus that we talked about that's in there. And then it's going into this great column here.
Oh.
So when you have a look in there, it's like 3 mini distillations.
Right.
So it's dropping all of the heavier, dirtier stuff back into the pot, and all of the light, beautiful aromas and flavours that we want are moving up through and out here. And this is our gin. So this is Four Pillars gin with benefits at about 90% alcohol. You can have a taste, nothing's going to live in it.
So if I put my finger in it though, is this the going to someone's gin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yours.
Sure. Okay. Oh, she's strong, but it's not hot.
It's not rocket fuel. You know, it's got all those oils bound up in there. It's still 10% higher in alcohol than hand sanitizer, so it's going to kill anything anyway. But it's delicious. At this point, it's actually dangerously drinkable. So we will allow a batch like this to rest for a couple of weeks before we dilute it, just using filtered rainwater. Bring it down to bottle strength, and then it's right to bottle.
Okay, so where do you just sit it, and it just for 2 weeks just sits?
Yep.
And then a bit of water through, and then...
Yeah, let it sit for another week or so, and then away we go. Obviously, the bigger stills, they're bigger tanks. We just leave them in stainless, let them rest, and away we go.
Okay, now, for fine-tuning, if you're able to win awards all around the world, you are regarded as brilliant makers of gin. Is that just trial and error to come up to all this scenario?
Yeah, that's why we got this still. You know, this is a proper German pilot still. There's not a still like this in Australia. This is the best of its kind, not just in Australia, but in the world. You know, Carl have been making stills for 150 years. They haven't made a still like this since the late 40s. Right. So we really twisted their arm, and this will outlive my grandkids. But it makes 40, 45 bottles of gin as good as any of the other stills. And it'll do it in 2 hours.
He's got kids, they're beautiful girls, they take after their mum, so he will eventually have grandkids, I can assure. Hey, if someone would like to get involved in a masterclass, Lizzie showing them cocktails, but also you explaining this whole process and educating and teaching them to make gin, why don't we option that?
Well, we will. I think that's a great idea. I think we do a masterclass. Our masterclasses are for 12 people.
Okay.
People come in, we have a light breakfast, we load the still just like you have, we'll choose a whole lot of interesting botanicals, we'll heat it up, bring it to the boil, taste all the gin as it comes off the still, and different flavours are released at different times. We'll taste the entire Four Pillars range over about 2.5 hours, and then a couple of weeks later we send everyone a bottle of the gin that they've made.
That is awesome.
So we would normally do that, that for 12 people, that's a good $3,000 or $4,000
at least.
Yes.
I would have thought. And then they're going and they're learning how to make cocktails with Lizzie. They're hanging out up here.
We'll throw everything at it for MAD. So it's not just going to be one of our normal masterclasses. We will throw in some cocktail making.
Love it.
We'll throw in a bit of food. You're going to taste a whole lot of things that people don't get to see. Some of our special barrels down there, and we talk and taste gin. It's a heap of fun. It's great if you're just a group of mates that want to come out to Healesville on a Sunday morning and go and have lunch somewhere afterwards, or if you want a bit of a corporate retreat, it's brilliant as well. It's a bit of a boardroom up here. There's a big screen and a telly, and you can have this room for the day.
And there's a whiteboard with Cam's head on it too, which is absolutely outstanding. That's over there, the whiteboard. Look at his head.
Very mean.
But that would be worth so much money. So let me get this 100% right. We're going to auction it right now for the Mad Hour. So 12 people, gin masterclass. The way I see it, you arrive here on Sunday morning, you'll leave about Thursday the following week, and it's all on the account of Four Pillars. Maybe I got ahead of myself there. But 12 people, learn how to make gin. You'll eventually get a bottle yourself. You'll make your way over to the bar. You'll sample. You'll hang out with Lizzie, and she's brilliant at it. She'll teach you how to make some sensational cocktails. I reckon that's a beauty.
It's a ripper. Do you know what? I'll double the gin. You get 2 bottles of gin each.
Okay.
So it's 24 bottles of gin, a full masterclass. We're not allowed to do that.
No, I'm going to say I'm opening bid of $1,000.
I thought you were high-fiving me because it sounded amazing.
Opening bid of $1,000 for me, just to start things rolling off. So I reckon that's a no-brainer.
Can someone outbid him, please?
No.
That would be a tragedy.
We can do this all again. How good would it be?
No, it's unreal. It's great fun. It's great to be part of MAD. Everyone out here at Four Pillars loves being involved, and I think we'll raise a heap of money.
I reckon it's fantastic. So start bidding now. Follow all the details that you'll see with the Mad Hour. All the deets are there for you. Get on and let's start bidding. See if you can beat my foul.
Beautiful.
Just having a beautiful Mad mule, just a little one, tiny little one. Congratulations to the MAD Foundation, 20 years of raising money for kids in need. What a brilliant achievement. And I think we just all now should enjoy this beautiful gin.
Dear MAD Foundation, firstly, happy birthday and congratulations on 20 years amazing work with children and families across the whole of Victoria. On behalf of the Victorian Paediatric Rehabilitation Service at the Royal Children's Hospital, I want to thank you for all of the support you've given us over the years. 2020 has been an extraordinary year with children and families under unimaginable stress. Continued MAD Foundation support has allowed us to get services and equipment for children and their families to improve quality of life and also allow timely discharge from hospital. Keep up the fantastic work and looking forward to the celebrations. Hopefully next year we can do this in person. Thanks for all your help.
Hi MAD Foundation, I'm Naomi and this is Grace, our daughter, and I just wanted to say a huge thank you to the foundation and all their fundraising partners for all that you do for us and for our family. We've been beneficiaries twice from the MAD Foundation and it's made such a difference to our family. And I also want to say a huge happy 20th birthday, MAD Foundation. Thank you so much for everything that you do. We are truly blessed by you. Thank you very much. Bye.
Walking, walking, walking. Good boy. Look at you.
It's always so great to hear from all of the supporters at the MAD Foundation, and it's even more important to hear how we are making a difference to the beneficiaries' lives. Now, are you ready? This is it. Get your gin ready as we are about to head back to the Four Pillars to learn how to make a Mad Mule.
I've got my jacket off. We're ready to make some magnificent drinks. This is Lizzie. Mad family, welcome to Lizzie. Lizzie basically is Four Pillars. Forget Cam and everyone else. It's basically Lizzie. Lizzie, welcome to the family.
Thank you very much, Richo. Are you excited to make a couple of cocktails today?
I'm very excited because we're going to make the Mad Mule. Now's the time on the Mad Hour for you, everyone, part of our Mad family, to get all the ingredients out. You know the ingredients for the Mad Mule, and Lizzie's going to show us how to make it. So Lizzie, Where do we start?
Alrighty, well, when it comes to cocktails, it is all about your stance, Richo. So I'm going to get you to take a little jump to the left. And then,
Is that to get out of your way? No.
and then just a step to the right. Hands on your hips.
I feel like...
Bring your knees in tight. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why you work with
You
four
might
pillars.
need another shot. Here we
Hey,
go.
before you start, you know what? This is what I want to show. Before we're going to, mate, we are so lucky with the MAD Foundation that we've got four pillars on board. This is like the Academy Award for gin distillers. And in 2019, across the entire world, this, four pillars, Healesville, Victoria, Australia, the #1 gin in the world and shortlisted, nominated, finalist for this year's award to go back to back. No one's ever gone back to back before. It's impossible to go back to back. Four pillars, a big chance. So I say, well done to you.
Thank you.
I better put this back though. Hey, this place, this has seen some.
You're scaring me. You're scaring
You want me to put it back then? So we are so lucky at the MAD Foundation that we've got a great relationship with Four Pillars, that they've chosen us to be involved and do this awesome Four Pillars of the Community this year. MAD. Okay, Lizzie, over to you.
All right.
I've got my stance. I'm ready to go.
We're ready.
Right.
Okay, so first things first, we need to get some gin all up in these glasses. We're going to do...
All up. I like it.
We're going to do a 45ml pour, or a little bit more generous. You know,
Okay.
It is Cup Eve. You can go all the way to...
Now, this is a question that a lot of my mates would like to know. Should we have ice there? Because I've been going with the philosophy of having ice waiting for it.
Well, there's a couple of problems with that. First is your gin can hit the ice and then bounce out of the glass. Losing gin is for no one.
No.
And then the other thing is the ice will start to melt a little bit and you're pre-watering down your drink. So
Okay.
bartender's tip,
Right.
ice last.
Ice last. Okay. There goes that one out the window.
Here we go. I'm going to give you,
Okay.
give
Rightio.
you a go.
So I'm going to just make sure that I do it. I'm going to try to get a bit of height like you did.
Here we go. The more height, the more flair points you get and the more you can charge for the drink. So-
Exactly. You've learnt well, Lizzie.
Right.
All right.
Fantastic. You allowed to do that? Okay.
Next up, a dash of bitters.
So we can just be nice and just liberal. We can just do our own thing there. Yeah.
Feel it with your heart. That's what bartenders
We don't need to
do.
get too bogged down with that.
And then we're going to do about 15 mils of lime juice.
Now this is lime juice available at all great stores. Fever Tree, is this what we buy? I don't know. Do we need to plug anyone for their lime juice? Lemon juice?
Here's some I squeezed fresh earlier.
Okay,
That's,
beautiful.
one of my many talents. All right, now we are going to add our ice. So
Yep. Okay, do I just...
passing the torch.
Oh. Fantastic.
Ice, baby.
Dun, dun, dun.
Go.
Okay.
Load it up. And now we're going to make it look cute because that's what Four Pillars is really about.
Yep.
We're going to garnish it up. So we've got some fresh ginger, some mint and some lime.
Okay, so what would you suggest? What are you feeling?
I'm feeling the lime. Here
Okay,
we go.
I'm going to feel a little... I'm going to go a wedge.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm not going to go ginger. Oh, we take a whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to break it off a little bit. No. Oh, no, this will be fun.
Absolutely. All about the flair.
Okay, that's great.
And then a slice of ginger. And we're pretty much
Really? Okay. I
good
don't
to
know if
go.
I'm big on the ginger, but anyway, I'm going in. If you're going in, I'm going in. Let's do it.
If you jump, I jump, Jack.
Yep.
All right. So, bit of ginger beer next.
Ginger. Okay.
I'm going to top it up. Now, depending on how strong you like the drinks, just
Beautiful.
splash.
Okay. Do we stir it or do we?
We do, yeah, if you want to grab a straw.
Please.
Thank
Ladies
you very
first.
much. Give it a little stir, otherwise you will be sipping on straight through. Which isn't too bad.
Oh no. Hey, Kilt Boy, come over here and have.
Look at that.
Hey,
Look
that's fine.
at that. That was the double shot one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, magnificent. Happy
Cheers.
Mad Hour, everyone.
Happy Mad Hour. Oh, let's give it a go. Oh, this is good.
God, about that ginger, it's a superfood now.
Scott, I'd never thought of just whacking them in like that. The mint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got your mad mule. You are ready to go. But we've got Lizzie who's talented, so it'd be crazy if we just do one drink. So while we've got that there and while we're sipping away on our mad mule, how about you teach us something else that we could really impress our mates with?
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to teach you. It's one of the easiest cocktails to make. It's also one of the most delicious. It's a classic South Side, although for Mad Hour, we're calling it the silly side.
Love it. The silly side.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So just a few ingredients in this one. We've got gin, simple sugar syrup.
Oh, sugar syrup.
Oh yeah, lime juice again. We've got a bit of grapefruit bitters, although you can just use normal bitters as well. And then we are going to utilise some more of that beautiful mint as well.
Okay.
And we are going to shake it up, baby, now.
Oh, good. Okay. This will be fun.
Absolutely.
Right.
We got our shakers?
Yep.
Now we're going to mix our ingredients in the small side of the shaker. I've got one in front of you as well.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, wonder why mine was smaller than yours, but that's fine.
And
Right.
the ice goes in the large side. So
Right.
I'm going to teach you how to shake a cocktail before we put the
This is not
ingredients.
going to be the hokey pokey thing again, is it? No. Okay.
No, this is for safety.
This is like real.
So what we're going to do is pour our ingredients over ice,
Yeah.
seal it up. So you just need to give it on an angle, tap at the top,
Oh, yeah.
and it should seal completely.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And to open our shaker, we just flat palm against the side, not where it's sealed at the front or the back, but on the side. Little tap. Boom.
Gee.
Do you want to practice shaking first as well?
What do you mean practice shaking?
What could go wrong?
That's it.
What do you mean like... Da, 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 da,
I like
da,
it.
da, 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 da. Okay.
Here we go. All right,
Right.
let's mix some gin.
Okay.
All right, so for this one, we are going 60 mils of gin. This cocktail's a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
I like to say after 2 of these, it's your money for nothing and your chicks for free. So you have to be a bit careful.
Sure.
Here we go. So 60 mils of gin.
Okay, love it. So normally, if I'm just having I'm just going to ask you questions while we're here. If I have a standard gin and tonic, what's the proportions that I should do a gin and tonic?
Well, it's called a gin and tonic, not a tonic and gin. So I like to go for a 1-to-2 ratio.
Right.
1 part gin, 2 parts tonic.
Okay, that's good advice for everyone. Oh, I didn't get the flamboyant there. That was really conservative, wasn't it? Anyway, okay. Should have been. Anyway.
I'm going to do a double so we can make one for Cam as well. Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Flat. Here we go. Next up, lime juice.
Right.
Now we're going to do 30 mils of lime juice. I'm
Looks
gonna
like
do
lemon.
60. It's mysterious.
Yeah, okay, sure.
All the citrus. Here we go.
Right.
I'm going to do 60 because I'm doing a double, but you get to use the little side. Fill it right to the top.
Oh, okay. And you had a...
Nailing it.
No one saw that, did they?
We'll clean that up later. Don't mind us.
Well, Lizzie did that.
Fine. It's
I thought it was suddenly now we just get a bit,
Bartender,
flamboyant. George Columbaris has been on our show. He just throws stuff around. That's what we
you're
do.
going Tom Cruise on us.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, now where would I get that from?
So simple sugar syrup, it's very easy to make. You can buy glucose syrup at the store if
Okay.
you're feeling lazy, but this is literally just a 1-to-1 ratio of white sugar to water. Bring it to the boil, let it chill.
Okay.
And
I think I'm going to buy some of that.
It'll live forever though.
Okay.
Like on Fame. Here we go. So 15 mils of sugar
You
syrup.
did some of these jokes to him in your job interview, didn't you? That's how you got these gigs. Right.
Potentially.
Yeah, potentially that's a yes. Right. Okay. This is fantastic.
Beautiful.
Yep.
And finally, we're going to add some mint in there as well. Now, if you don't love mint, you can also use basil in this one, any of your
Yep.
beautiful fresh herbs.
Awesome.
We're going to use about 5 or 6 mint leaves.
Awesome. How long have you been working here for?
About 2 years now.
Really?
Yeah, they haven't gotten rid of me yet.
Oh, hang on, you've got your mint leaves very specifically. Is
I've
there?
got them very flat, and what we're going to
Yeah.
do is release the mint oils. So I need you to just give it a slap.
Shut up. Release the mint oils.
We can high five it back pre-COVID. but-
That's right.
And just drop that in.
That was nonsense. That release the oils.
Cool.
You make a jump up.
And then we're going to fill up our shaker 3/4 of the way with ice.
Okay.
This is going incredibly well. Better than I thought.
What could possibly go wrong from
This is
here?
why we hire professionals to make the drinks.
That's right. I feel like I'm certainly not Tom Cruise. What was his ugly older?
It was Brian Brown.
Brian Brown. That's him.
Ugly older Brian Brown. Would set esteemed and
Yeah, that's what I'm
accomplished.
going with. Okay,
Are you ready
forget
to
him.
shake
Back to
it?
us.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All important. We're going to pour our ingredients over our ice
Right.
and then seal the shaker. Give it a tip. Do you trust yourself?
Yeah.
Nicely done. All right, now we're going to shake it until the entire outside of the shaker is all frosty and delicious. So, firmly planted either side so
Yep.
you don't get your soup wet.
Maybe one finger
Here we
on
go.
top.
Oh, over the shoulder. Anything we do for the MAD Foundation, don't forget, jump on 4 Pillars website, $50 a bottle. It's going to the MAD Foundation. Keep in mind that also, out of the $95 they cost, that $30 go into tax. So 4 Pillars are doing an awesome job for us at the MAD Foundation. Right.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Flat palm on the side.
Oh.
There. There we go.
Anytime today.
we didn't film that bit.
Caps on shortly.
Right. The cup's about to go. Okay.
Into the glass.
Wait, what's this strainer thing?
That's it.
Oh, right.
Here we
Okay.
go. This is just to get out any of the extra ice chips that are
Sure.
broken off while we're shaking.
Into your glass. Into your glass. No, no.
Oh, into my glass.
Into there.
Gee.
Right.
Oh. Oh.
Magnificent.
Okay.
Oh, it's one of the great drinks.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Okay, so there's a little bit of remnants in there. Sure.
And then we're just going to garnish with a little dehydrated lime wheel because
Oh, why are we dehydrating it?
it looks cute. Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
And that is the silly side.
Okay, Kilt Boy, get in.
Cheers, gentlemen.
So is this
Cheers.
the best?
Silly side.
This mad hour is just going off. We're going to miss the cup the way I'm going.
Favourite drinks. So,
Oh, yeah, this is good.
Beautiful. Cheers, guys.
probably watered down.
How good is the Mad Hour? Drink up, enjoy, 4 Pillars. Lizzie, next year, you're our special guest.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, at the Mad Ball.
Beautiful.
Just one seat though. Look, it's hard to get a whole table for you. Just one seat. That's all you can come along. But please do come along because we'll have plenty of these. Here's cheers, everyone.
Now, if we were all dressed up in the magnificent Plaza Ballroom right now at Mad Ball 20, we would be having our live donation segment. Last year, we introduced the audience to this adorable little boy, Jack, and the many items he needed. Here he is with his new equipment. How incredible it was to witness a hand shoot up and buy all 3 pieces of equipment in one bid, $15,000. And then another silent bidder matched that amount. Wow. We went on to see a display of great generosity from just about every table in the room. We understand not everyone has this capacity, but think for a moment that if a dozen people donated $500, another child could get a stander, or if 10 people gave $50, there's a bath seat. We'd love to help out many more situations just like Jack, so please head to MAD's website at madfoundation.com.au and hit that donate button.
Hi, my name is Justin and I want to thank Matt for funding my wheelchair. Happy 20th birthday.
Happy 20th birthday, Mad Thank you for helping kids like me. I think you are amazing. Thank you and happy birthday. Woo! Yay! Bye.
On behalf of everyone at the MAD Foundation, this would not have been possible without the support of Cam and his passion for the MAD Foundation. Lizzie, everyone involved here at Four Pillars, we thank you so much, mate, because we were heartbroken when the MAD Ball was cancelled due to COVID, but you've given us a way to raise money to give so much to kids and families that really, really need it. So thanks, buddy.
Richo, thank you. And look, thanks to everyone at MAD for allowing us to be involved this year. It means a lot to the team here. It's been an ordinary year for everyone. So to be able to make a difference in this way, have a bit of fun doing it, has been brilliant. Happy MAD Hour, everyone. Happy Cup Eve, everyone. And I believe you're going to come back to us later with some tips.
MAD Foundation, the Holy Grail, the Lexus Melbourne Cup. In 2020, I think it'll make its way all the way over to Ireland. Aidan O'Brien, Tiger Moth, Karen McAvoy draws a wide barrier. I've got it on top. It's around $8 to $10. I've got it on top of Russian Camelot. It's going to run a huge race for Damien Oliver. Ran really well in a Cox Plate. Twilight Payment, around 40 to 1 is great value. And the roughie in the race, Stratum Albion. One day, maybe we could own that.
I hope you enjoyed hashtag Mad Hour as much as I did. It's always incredible to hear how MAD is helping the lives of disabled and disadvantaged children and young people by funding life-changing support equipment and services. Please dig deep. I'm heading over to buy some more gin now. That's how I can help. Thank you again for joining us, and I hope to see you at hashtag MadBall21 next year.
Thank you, Beck. Thank you, Richo and Cam, and the entire team at Four Pillars. This special Gin with Benefits and Mad Hour fundraiser has been an absolute ripper. A special shout out to our major partners, The Knight, Morgans, Sorted, Australian Paper Recovery, and the amazing team at Cisco for your incredible support and commitment to MAD and pulling all these pieces together and producing Mad Hour. Thanks also to the board of MAD, volunteers, hospital staff, specialists, and all of you for your support. It's a simple equation. MAD just wouldn't happen without your support. This year we celebrate MAD's 20th anniversary, and whilst COVID shut down the world in many respects, the needs for what MAD does are more present than ever. Finally, to our beneficiaries and their families, you continue to inspire the work that MAD does. Thank you.